And he is a visionary leader. You guys are going to love when he talks, and I've asked him to speak for the next 15, 20 minutes, especially to the new people here, and those of you who are new consultants and guests, because he is the top earner in the company and the man leading us into battle for the next several decades from the Los Angeles, California area. Put your hands together, you guys, for Mr. Brad Murray.
Step on down here so I can get closer to you. They say the worst fear on earth is, boy, that thing is bright too.
Okay.
It's public speaking. Okay. And I promise you, they're all right. So if you're expecting a real polished, comfortable public speaker, it ain't here. I'll tell you, like Cliff said, I've been involved in direct sales and networking for a long time, and it's had a lot of rewards. I've been able to travel to a lot of the countries on this planet, and I can tell you, when they invited me to come to Canada, it was I didn't have to think twice, because I've been here several times, and I love the people, I love the culture, I love the spirit of this country, and I think we're all like-minded and of the same beliefs, and we support each other. Okay. So it's a real privilege and it's an honor to be here with you guys. Looking forward to it. Yeah, the company needed a guinea pig. They needed somebody dumb enough to be the first one to sign up. So that was me. Like Cliff said, Mark and Tracy and I, we go way back. We grew up together in this industry, and it's been quite a journey. But when you know, an investment group came into our life and wanted to build a wellness company, and to be honest with you, I mean, like, I just didn't jump crazy all happy about the idea. I didn't know about being in a wellness company. But the reason they wanted to do that is because this was a $4 billion hedge fund that was more intelligent than anything I'm bringing to the table, right? And the truth is that people are buying $300 billion a year in wellness products today around the world. But they claim it's going to go from 300 billion to a trillion just over the next 5 years. And they wanted, you know, a part of that pie. So it was great, interesting timing when we started this whole thing. The economy had already, you know, gone south. Nobody was lending money. I mean, nobody was spending money. Is a very interesting time. And we started to meet these nutritional science formulators from all over the place, kind of hearing their philosophy on what was new, what was leading edge in nutritional science today. And what came of that, I mean, it's so far-reaching. You could take aloe vera and build a company around it. You could build a multi-billion-dollar company around one ingredient. Moringa aloe it comes from India. I mean, it's everything over there. Stabilized rice bran. All these superfoods that come from all over the globe, it's all great stuff. So what do? So at some point in this conversation, they started talking about what the human body needs to perform better. And of course, we can't access this stuff anymore, just through the food chain. Soil's been depleted, they're injecting the foods with all this stuff, the foods are processed. It just has very little nutritional value. And so as a result, I know in the US, probably the same in Canada, 1 out of 3 people are dying prematurely of cancer. 1 out of 3 are dying prematurely of heart disease. And 1 out of 3 people have diabetes. And the biggest epidemic coming is something called pre-diabetes, that if they told you the symptoms, we all have it. If you got any kind of belly fat whatsoever, you're cooked. So healthcare is in shambles. So what does the body need? Well, we know what it needs. I mean, it needs vitamins, and it needs minerals, and it needs protein, and it needs herbs, it needs amino acids, and trace elements, and enzymes, and fiber, and polysaccharides, and adaptogens, and antioxidants, all this stuff, right? So, as this is all being talked about, it's all going into kind of a master formula. One big formula. And then the advice was, now what you do from this master formula is you carve that thing up into littler products. You'll roll one new product out per year. You charge $50 or $60 per product. And that's how you build a wellness company. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. And then somebody said, what if we just kept the whole formula intact? What if we just sold the whole thing for $60?
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what they said. They said, no, man, look at all the profit you'd be foregoing.
Oh.
But how about if you had something that was all in one, everything you ever needed in one formula that everybody could afford?
Wow.
$2 a day, no guesswork, nobody could compete with it. And that became the Zeal Wellness Formula. There's nothing like it. Nobody can compete with it.
Wow.
Line that thing up against anything anybody has, anywhere, everywhere. You're just not going to find it.
Wow.
And I know I'm an advocate. I've been supplementing for many years, but guess what I would do? I was buying this and this and this and this and this. I spent a fortune on all that stuff, right? Now it's just one for $2 a day. And if you refer 4 other people, it's free.
Wow.
Tastes better.
Okay? So, somebody had to be first. So I joined the business and I bought $500 of these little samples. Now, of course, that little pitch I gave you sounds great, right? But who knows if it's really going to work? $500 of samples. I started to get it out there. Everybody thinks, oh man, I wish I were first. Well, it's great until somebody says, well, how many are on it now? And I say, well, if you will be, there'll be 2 of us. And it's a great business opportunity. Really? What kind of money are people making? Well, if you buy this, I'm going to make $1 or $2. This thing's smoking. Come on, you want a part of that, don't you? Oh yeah, yeah, it's great in the beginning. Everybody wants to be first. Had to be a guinea pig. But here's what happened. It didn't matter what I said, what my pitch was, what the story, what the vision was, what the opportunity looked like. It was in that formula. And so people started to add water and shake. And guess what sold them? Not me, not anything I had to say. It was what was in the formula. What's really cool about the formula is that it's an instant gratification product because there's some herbs in there that are going to generate some energy. I don't know about you, but I kind of like having energy. I mean, you ever wake up and just say, I hope I have no energy today. Man, I hope I can't get it going today.
That'd be bad.
You know? We all need more energy, right? We live in a fast-paced world. So we get the instant gratification. And that instant gratification kind of keeps us in the game. We like it, so we keep taking it. And then this formula is feeding the body at the cellular level, and all of a sudden, it gets in your blood system, and it's all about the blood. And then we start getting the testimonies. Yeah. We start hearing about the blood pressure coming down, the blood sugars regulating, the cholesterol's dropping, and the mental clarity, and the Bing, 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 all this stuff. And we all know that the body will heal itself if you can feed the body with the right stuff. But if you go out and try to figure it out on your, it's impossible, right? There might be an isolated number of people who can do that, but it's not the masses. So as a company, we're a purpose-driven company. If we were a profit-driven company, that formula wouldn't be in one formula. It'd be carved up. We'd roll out an energy drink. Then we'd roll out an immune system thing. Then we'd roll out an anti-inflammatory. I mean, and over time, we'd have, hopefully, people buying all these products, spending hundreds of dollars a month. That's the norm in our industry. But we're kind of the antithesis of the norm. And you'll see that the longer you're around our company. Ultimately, the reason I'm here is because of my relationship with Mark and Tracy. More about who they are and what they stand for.
Yes.
You know, I've got a young, beautiful wife and a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old. I live in Southern California, where it's not the least expensive place in the world to live. Because I like living near the ocean. And I like having a big house. And I like driving nice cars. We like to vacation in nice places. And, you know, I have a few nannies and house. I mean, this takes a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
I like to live a certain way. And so, if I'm going to, as a career, if I'm going to do something, choose a company to go into business with, who am I going to choose? Hey, I'll talk to him. Who are you going to go into business with? I was in business years ago with some people that on the stage, they looked good, they sounded good, but what I found is they could talk it better than what they could walk it.
Yes.
You know? And it was really kind of set up to where those people, the money really flowed up to those people. And I've been to another, it was a good company. I had a good career there. Was successful. Another company I was with, I've only been with 3, this is my 3rd company in 25 years.
Wow.
Okay? So I've enjoyed longevity with various companies. Same company, same way. But then the owners, I don't know, they just kind of changed. The more money they made. More money. One thing I've learned about money, because I've gone through this before where you start making a lot. And all of a sudden, you kind of start thinking like you're a little bit self-sufficient. You don't, things can change. So what I've learned one principle, and I know that Mark and Tracy agree in principle with the same thing. And we got it from a pastor in Southern California. His name is Rick Warren. Built a Purpose-Driven Life is his big book.
Yeah.
He's what you call a reverse tither, to where he gives away 90% and he lives on 10%. And when you do that, the money can't own you, and it can't change you, and it can't manipulate your mind. So I know that we have owners at our company, okay? Number one, they walked away from, they had a $1 million a year business with the last company we were at. They had $100,000 a month coming in, 8 years running, and it would have ran forever. Now imagine being in that position. Financially solid, secure, cash flow month after month, and you feeling like you were called to do something else because you know that your principles didn't line up with the company. Frankly, I think I would have maybe compromised a little bit. Starting to see it their way. I mean, come on. 100K a month, residual, year after year. I might turn a blind eye to this, that, and the other. But they didn't. They resigned from that to build this company. This company is built on purpose. It's about value. It's about a product that nobody can compete with, value-wise. It's about a compensation plan that pays more money than anybody in our industry, guaranteed and bar none. And it's because of a philosophy that we have about, I'll put it to you this way, I make double what Mark and Tracy do, and they're the president and CEO of the company. The leaders, the ambassadors of our company, you know, some of them make more than the owners, because it's the people first.
Wow.
The people first. They'll get theirs on the back. That is the antithesis
Wow.
of the mentality of any company in our industry.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we've got a product nobody can compete with. We will pay you more money for your effort than anybody in this industry. And the more you're around our company, you'll begin to see what the reason I'm here, and that is the trust. The trust that I can build a business here, that I don't have to worry about the philosophy, about the ulterior motives, about just a handful of people getting wealthy. You see these companies out there that it's been the same 10 people making all the money, all the years, and everybody just promotes their story, their story, their... Our whole philosophy is flip-flop to that. It's all about the newest people coming, newest people. We call it the next man up philosophy.
Wow.
I mean, currently, I've got exactly 50 people in my organization that, on a part-time basis, they got full-time jobs, businesses, careers, and on a part-time basis, in less than 1 year, have gotten to the top level in our company, and the average income there is $20,000 a month.
Wow.
And for those people, that's extra income. 20K a month extra. And I can bring 50 of them up here.
Wow.
And you can hear their story. They're just like you. So, yeah, we're young. Yeah, we're in the beginning. You know, for that little story of me getting started with the samples and the product selling people, because of the product and because of our payout
Yes.
and because of the leadership of our company, the honesty, the truth, the integrity, the character, that thing is turned into just people telling people, people telling people, telling people, telling people, telling people. Probably 65,000 people that on their own. Now you can't talk 65,000 people into buying something every month. They buy it because they like it. They like it, like what it's doing in their body.
That's right.
65,000 people are buying this
Wow.
every month on an auto ship. Half of those are in the business. The other half are just customers only. But it's an honest story. Nobody brought a big downline. I mean, you know these stories behind the stories? There's no story behind the story here. You had one guinea pig, dumb enough to be first. Okay? We have this all-in-one formula that nobody in their right mind would do.
Wow.
And what's in that canister, all I can tell you is that in 2.5 years, there's 65,000 of us enjoying it every month. And nobody knows of us. Nobody's heard of us.
Wow.
So I hope that story gives you hope that your story can be the same way. There's no big secrets here. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from,
Yes.
what's your personality, nationality, introvert, extrovert, left brain, right brain, educated to this. It don't matter, man. I mean, it don't matter because it's all what's in here.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you're an MBA or like me. I'm going to tell you. My skeleton. I was not valedictorian. I was not voted most likely to succeed. I was a little ornery growing up. This is the issue It's not you and your skill set and whether this will work for you. It's what's in here that works for people. It levels the playing field. So here's the thing. I got to believe that you wouldn't be here today. Saturday morning, I mean, come on. Why would you be here if you didn't want something a little bit more than... 3 years ago, I was living in a little cracker box place with no furniture, fixing to have babies, not knowing what's going to happen. But you know what? I wanted more than that. I didn't want to stay in my little cracker box place with no hope and wondering what the future was. I wanted nice things for my family. We wanted a future. And this Zurvita and Zeal for Life transcended us out of there, and it gave us financial breakthrough. And it's only beginning. So you're here because you want the same thing.
Yes, yes.
We want to help you get it. You see, because if we can help you do that, if we can help you get what you want, it might be extra income, it might be getting out of that job, it might be building residual, it might be something bigger. But whatever it is that you want, if we can help you get it, you win, it helps us, helps everybody wins. It's a win-win proposition. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the program and maybe getting to share some more stories with you. And again, it's just an honor and it's a privilege to be with my Canadian brothers and sisters. Love you guys, and I'll turn it back to you.
That was the presentation of the Zurvita program, and we're going to take a quick bathroom break for about 5 minutes, and we've got training over the next couple of hours that will help propel your business into the next stratosphere. Is that cool? Yeah. You have the experience about how guys are doing it. So take 5 and come on back here and we'll get going. Thank you guys very much.